at my phone because we're gonna play our game.
Please.
So, I went through your Instagram, took some screenshots. I need to know the behind the story to these photos.
Okay.
We'll have them up on screen when this happens. But here's the first one.
Okay.
And this is we were talking about the Philadelphia athlete. So,
Oh yes, dude.
Jason Kelce,
Iconic photo.
and you together.
Iconic photo.
This is him. He's young.
Oh yeah,
He is young. So this is
both
like
of us
early on
were.
in his career.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
When was this? How'd you get to hang out with him?
When was it? Maybe 2015
What if I
or
could see?
16?
2016. It says right down here. Yep,
2016. Yep. So, so my family, we would, myself and my god family, we'd all go down to Sea Isle City, and that's a big residence at that time, at least for the Kelce family. That's where a lot of the Eagles players go in the off season. They were hanging out, and we'd always go to dinner at the Poorhouse, which I believe is still there. I mean, great restaurant, establishment in Sea Isle.
Yeah.
And we're all sitting around dinner and and hanging out, and then I'm sitting next to my dad and my brother, and we see this guy walk in who's, huge, right? He's tall, man, like 6'4", 6'5", however big. And we're looking at him, and I don't know how long Jason Kelce's been on the Eagles, but it was not too long after either he was acquired. So he wasn't a rookie, but maybe like a year or two after that. And we're kind of looking at him, and we're like, oh. And my dad goes, do you know who that is? And I'm like, no. And he goes, oh, that's Jason Kelce. And I was like, oh, like I watch this play football every week. You know what I mean? I go, should I go get a picture with him? He goes, well, I mean, yeah, you could try. So he's in the Poorhouse, he's hanging out, and then he gets up to leave, and I'm like, yeah. I gotta go run after and get this photo. So I, run up to him. I go, Mr. Kelce, Jason, I love what you do. I love your plan. I'm a huge Eagles fan. Can I get this photo? And he was gracious enough to take that selfie with me.
That's so great.
Dude, I mean, especially now in this year to see his retirement speech, dude, you have no idea. I'm sure this is true for Philadelphians across the area, but me and the whole fam, just the waterworks for days. Just, watching that speech, oh my God, it was, and then to see that photo in context is awesome.
That's so cool.
Absolutely. All
right, photo 2.
Photo 2.
Captain Joe.
Yo.
What is this?
That's a great question.
What am I looking at right
What
now?
am I looking at? So my mom's side of the family, we have a house in Old Forge, New York.
Okay.
It was where my grandparents lived when they retired, and they have a little dock right on the Fulton chain of lakes, and we would rent a boat. And the first time I drove the boat with the family on it, I was like, oh, this is for me. At some point, I'm owning a boat, guaranteed, and I'm driving that, boating it or whatever, whenever I can. So, having a good time with the fam, hot as hell, tarps off, throw that around the head so I don't get too burned, and that was the nickname. I'm Captain Joe.
That's awesome. I love that.
Having way too good of a time. Too good of a time on that boat.
All right. The last one I have is, I think this is Dad's wardrobe. That went deep.
Definitely.
I don't know if this is you or someone else, but here's a photo.
Oh, that's me. Yep.
That's you?
Yep, that's me for sure.
You are air bass.
Absolutely,
guitar
me playing some
playing
air bass.
in
Yeah.
the studio, it looks like.
Yeah. So that's that is at what was Chaplin's in Spring City, and then is now called the Gem, and that's where we recorded our album. So it's called For My Brother Jake, the album's called Sell Me Your House, and by Dad's Wardrobe. Great album, by the way. Really, really solid.
Yeah.
But we were trying to come up with some like content and media to promo it because we knew we needed to do that, but we were like 17 and 18, so we didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
We were just having, we were just kind of fucking around for the most part. So that's me in a Montreal Expos hat with sunglasses that had American tape over one of the lenses because the lens was broken, like American flag tape. And I was like, yeah, this will work. It's just me playing air bass kind of thing. So it's goofy. It was ridiculous.
The
early
marketing.
shenanigans.
Yeah, early marketing for singles.
Absolutely.
Albums. I love it.
Absolutely.